Shut up and sit down.
Happy Thanksgiving! The time for friends and family and being together and being thankful for all the things you have. That's what it's all about. That's what me and Matt are all about. So we're coming at you, even though it's the holiday, even though you're supposed to be stuffing your face with that turkey, we're coming at you with a little episode 221. It's just a brief, fun little episode, no big deal. But we'll be back to normal next week. But until then, hey, this is a special episode. Do we do our weeks? Do we do any of that? Or do we just kind of kick right in, Matt? We didn't discuss this. We just flew out of the seat of our pants like a bunch of chimpanzees searching for the bananas and trees, you know?
Well, I think, hey, why not do what of the week you have lived in the time since the last episode?
The few days, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So it's been a great week because it's only been like 4 days. It's been fantastic. I went through the weekend and hee-haw, woohoo.
That is true. Pretty much the good part, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes. So I've been playing Yakuza Like a Dragon, having fun with that. Played a lot more Hades over the weekend. And I found, well, maybe I'll talk more about that on What You Play in Third Shift. But now that the story is wrapped up, like, it's cool. And I still like going through it to get all the side stuff. But like each major run, it doesn't, I can't spoil anything. Like the story, the main story is wrapped up. So it's like each run, you're like, yeah, you're doing the thing. But it's not, you don't have like a big goal to go towards at the end right now. So unless something changes, I'm like, okay, well, I'll do maybe like 5 or 10 more to see what side stuff I can wrap up. And then it might be time to put it on the shelf for a while, just because there's not a big driving thing. Like I gotta keep doing escape so I can find out more about X, because X is finished. So I don't know. It's still fun. It's still a blast.
I don't know what it is, Matt.
Okay.
I don't know the big secret.
The good, yes. You're not supposed to.
Figure out. Okay, good.
Let's see. On top of that, what have I been doing? Animal Crossing, of course. We got into Division 2, played a night of that. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, we did.
I think they fixed the floppy arms, because I even put on my sidearm just to see the arms flop, and they were just like, I got a tight running animation. I was like, no, that's not how it was. You were like Octodad. Like, remember that game? It was flopping everywhere.
I told you.
That's what it used to be.
A long time ago they didn't do it no more, but you said, no, I ain't about it. I ain't having it.
I waited until they had expansions and DLCs, because that's when you sneak in a sneaky arm fix. That's how you do it.
Mm-hmm. True. That is true.
I feel like I've been playing so many other games too, but I have no idea what they would be. I downloaded a bunch of stuff to my Xbox, but I haven't started them yet. Oh, hey, there's one thing that's great this week that just happened today as we're recording this. I won a game off of an indie YouTube channel that I follow. They're like, hey, we got a little giveaway for some games. And I was like, I comment on like every video they do, so maybe I'll let some other commenters win this. And then nobody followed the rules to get the code. So 4 or 5 days ago, they put it up and I was like, okay, hey, if those codes are still there, I'll take one. And they're like, yeah, Doc Funky, you got it. And I went, oh, okay. So sweet. I got a brand new hot game. It's going to be downloaded to that little baby over there. I'm going to be playing it, having a good time.
All these things. You're crazy. It's like a winner all the time. You get all these winning things for games and stuff. I don't even know what that's like. What is that?
See, I'll win all that stuff and then get fired by the end of the year, and then I won't have a job or a life.
That's fine. It's a good balance. Win a lot of free games, get fired. It's fine. It's fine, man.
So it's been a good week. I can't remember all the stuff I've been playing this week and / over the weekend, but I've been having a lot of fun with video games, and that's something that I can't say it yet. We'll talk about it later. How was your week, my man?
Hey, well, I'm confused. I don't know if I beat FF7 this weekend or if that was last weekend. I can't remember anymore. I think it was this last weekend, right?
You talked about it on Third Shift, though.
Okay.
About like the 19 bosses.
Okay,
so you beat it before.
Did I? Or did I give up and then come back and finish it on Friday? Or did I finally beat it?
I think you beat it.
Yeah, I couldn't remember because
you gave up once, and I think that was when we recorded the Shifter Monthly Topic, and then 2 days later you had beaten it.
Yes, there we go. Okay, gotcha. Because I get so confused as to what the hell's going on anymore. I don't know what day it is, what time it is. So that puts things in perspective. So this last weekend, Did some stuff with family. Went out to Mooville like we always do. Got us some eggnog made right there at the Mooville. Got some milk, ice cream, all that good stuff. And then I finally popped in Destiny 2. I said, all right, let's give this a good college try. Let's get in there and try to get some Beyond Light done. So I got in there and I started leveling up and screwing around. And hey, guess what? Sure enough, nobody I play with was online or there to help me do anything at all. And then whenever I wasn't on, they were on doing stuff, which is just, it feels right at home. It feels just like Destiny should feel. Yeah. I'm the only one ever on, and then all of a sudden they're all on doing things, and then I'm just like, I just play by myself, and then they give me a ration of crap saying, oh, you beat a baby, no you don't. And I go, well, I don't see nobody.
Come on, Eric. The only time we all get together and play is on a Friday night.
Yep, literally Friday night. We're always there. All right, well, I'll never be there. Oh, sad face banana man. So, anyways, still had fun with it. Still had a good time with it. Got in there, leveled up a whole bunch. I'm not quite at the level you need to be to do the raid or whatever yet, but I'm slowly trekking my way there. I got through all the main missions. I'm enjoying it, but it wasn't what I was expecting. They kept saying that now that they're finally free, they're going to kind of try to venture more into an MMO-ish RPG kind of thing, and they were going to take those exotic weapons and really bolster them up and make them like super exotic. And I've seen one or two that have the potential, but I've also seen one or two that they made that they immediately just nerfed down to the ground and whatnot in typical Destiny fashion. And the day-to-day Destiny is still just Destiny. Go kill 50 Vex with headshots with a pulse rifle and turn that in. Then go do 75 resource things and grab them and then turn that in. None of that's changed. It's all the same. The only thing is that this difference is you're doing it on a brand new planet with, brand new environment, brand new secrets, et cetera, et cetera. So it's fun.
And that's a little bit of something.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's just the same Destiny that it always is. So if you love Destiny the way it is and the way it always has been, sure, new environment, another new story is coming, it's moving, evolving, it's the same exact stuff. But of course, for me, I'm like, I don't like sitting here killing 100 Vex with headshots. I don't like gathering 75 nodes and in this environment and doing 3 heroic patrols. It's like, I just want to do like strikes and raids and have fun. And unfortunately, without friends, you can't do that stuff. So it's like, all right, if I can't figure out a time where I might actually play with these folks, I'm going to drop ship and abandon before I waste, a bunch more time into it for no reason whatsoever.
No, you won't, Eric.
I know.
You'll tell yourself that's going to happen, and then they'll play with you like one day,
time, and I'll get all
and
excited.
You'll be like, "Oh man, guys, I'm back in Destiny. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling right on a Saturday night." And then on Sunday morning, you're going to get up and go, "I hate this game again. Where are my friends at? You said you're going to be here today," and they'll go, "Nah, man, I don't know.
Got something to do.
We're doing some other thing today.
I'll be on tonight."
It's just a vicious circle. I'm glad I never bought Destiny. Nope.
Well, if you had, maybe we'd actually play it. So it could be a whole different world, man. But yeah, that's what I did this weekend. I played a bunch of that, and that's pretty much it. I think I tied loose ends up on Astro's Playroom, finished beating that. I was going to get the platinum because everybody says it's like an easy 3 to 4 hour platinum, and it looks like it probably will be, but I didn't like it enough to where I feel like I'm going to do it. So, I mean, it was fun, it was cool, but the hype around it I think is a little excessive. But that's just my opinion. I'm like, it was fun. I don't see why everybody's like, this is a must platinum game. Oh my God. But maybe I'm wrong on this one. Just didn't really think it was all that freaking special. So, hey, cool.
I got no comment. I got nothing for it.
I know. You don't have
I'll find out in like 6 to 7 to 8 months.
Oh, no, you won't, man. You're going to get one this Friday Black Friday. Myers will have one. Walmart's got some more going up at 9 on Wednesday.
They will have one.
Yeah, I said they have
will
one.
Have one.
And you'll be the one that gets it, Maybe. Dreams can come true. Who knows? But that was it. Thus far, that's been my 3-4 days. We're prepping. We're going to go to the families for Thanksgiving. And I know that's controversial. A lot of people are like, don't travel. You got to stay home and stay safe. But we've already plagued each other and we've already, contaminated one another. So if we have it, we all have it. It's kind of too late for that. So there you go, folks. And I don't go around other folks except for the ones at work, but I don't care about them. So that's been it.
So in 2 weeks, get ready for the Matt Show when Eric's dead. And I inherit his PS5. I find my way and I snag it up.
Hop on in and grab it. It ain't like nobody's going to know. It's all yours, buddy. It's all yours.
So that's pretty much our weeks, our abbreviated weeks we've been having. There's no news because it's too early for news. We recorded this on Monday. Nobody's even awake yet to have news to talk about, to do. You can't release games. It's too early.
It won't be news anyway. It's Turkey Day. It's turkey time. Ain't nobody releasing anything in turkey time.
I forgot how Gearbox goes on vacation for like 3 straight months around the end of the year.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they just disappear for the holiday, so we ain't got to worry about that. That's over.
We've mentioned the holiday. Thanksgiving's coming up. That's why we're doing the early show. We always got to have content for you guys, so it's the usual Thanksgiving show, an abbreviated show where Eric and I talk about things that we're thankful for this year in gaming, outside of gaming. I don't care. What are you thankful for first off in this shitty year that's been awful, Eric? What's one good thing that's good about this year?
No,
I'm cutting that from the show. That's not going to the show.
That could just be a long beep. And then,
oh, Steve will love
and
it.
our
There you
boy,
go.
Steve will be like, what did he say?
That's perfect. That's how we'll do it.
I'm appreciative, of course, of family. There you go. That's an easy one. They're here. Everyone's still alive and healthy. Nobody's kicked the bucket. We haven't had any issues, any problems. Even though school's been rocky and everything, I feel like the kids are still learning, especially since, I got the wife who's a teacher. That makes everything a lot better. So, for that, I'm thankful that this week hasn't disrupted that, so much that I feel like they're going to literally be a year behind when it comes to finally getting into school hardcore again.
Okay, cool.
What about you, Matt? What's one? Huh?
I'm thankful for family, but for me, that's one person, and that's one person I do stuff for while all this craziness is happening. So I'm not worried about that person. Like everything is as safe as it could be for family. So while I am thankful for family, it's not like, oh man, I got kids, I got a wife, I got all kinds of craziness going on. It's nice and easy. So I'm going to say, since I teased it earlier, talking about winning a game for my new favorite YouTube channel, I'm thankful for discovering I Dream of Indie on YouTube. A couple of people who do indie game reviews and just pop out a couple reviews a week, and then they do like a weekly recap. Just a fun little YouTube community that I interact with. They got a little community tab, they put up a poll question each week. They always reply to everybody who makes comments. I don't know, it's just a nice little tiny indie community. And not only did I win a game from them, but you also learn all kinds of stuff about all kinds of games I never even heard of. Every single week there's at least 2 or 3 games that I haven't even seen on the eShop when I'm browsing through, and I'm like, oh man, that actually looks pretty cool, or I'm going to keep an eye out for that in a sale. So shout out to you, I Dream of Indie. I'm thankful for you guys out there. Hopefully you're thankful for me. I comment on your videos and stuff.
Hell, that's not what it's about, man. You just be thankful to them. Don't worry about if anybody's thankful for you. That's not the purpose. You can be a dust mite in the speck of the wind, and it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Nobody's thankful for me anyway.
Yeah, well, hey, we understand. I, however, am very thankful that out of the blue, somehow, my luck came through, and I got my PlayStation 5 after much hoo-ha, aggravation, and anger. There it went. It popped into my lap. I got super lucky. It was at the right moment, at the very right time. Don't know how, but hey, there you go. I got it. I was super stoked. And then even then, though, when I got it ordered and everything, I was still sitting there wondering if it was going to get canceled or indefinitely delayed. And nope. Everything went perfectly smooth. I went into my Best Buy, picked it up. People started asking me if they could buy it off me. We're going ooh and ah. I just popped it in the car and I drove away. I was instantly in military mode, too, for a few minutes. I was like scanning the parking lot, looking for possible threats, and so get to the car, strap in this PlayStation, let's roll. We got things to do. So I was very thankful that I could get that. And I was also very thankful that I was able to score an Xbox Series S for my buddy Matt. Once again, I just happened to be there, rocking and rolling, pushing the buttons, doing the refreshes, and doing all the crazy things. And it just blooped right into my cart. And this, of course, I don't think I ever really told anybody this part. Maybe I did. But before I went hunting for that, I had actually, just to prove I could do it, was there for the launch of the Xbox One X, when that first went up. And I secured one of those as well. And then I laughed and I deleted it out of the cart. And then that's when I texted Matt and I said, hey, Matt, I did it. I got myself the Xbox Series X or whatever it's called. And he went, oh, I would have taken that. And I went, crap. So that's when I started doing it all over again, going to the different websites, beeping, booping, and got one. So I got 2 that day. But of course, I didn't really actually want one for myself. So, yeah, I'm thankful for that because you know what? Could be like it every other day and just got bum out of luck and got nothing.
And obviously, I'm thankful for that too, because this little box sitting right behind me, I was going to play it more today. That's what I got the free game on. So I'm thankful that your luck has turned around and I was able to get a Series S via you. And the fact that you got it like so easily and got the X and then deleted that and then scrounged up the S to get.
All from Best Buy.
It makes it... It makes it baffling to me when I scroll through on Twitter every now and then. People are like, I still can't get my goddamn Series X. Where's my Xboxes at? And I'm like, my dude got 2 on launch day. How did you get 0, person, whoever you are, wherever you are in the world? This dude got 2 from the same retailer. Okay, whatever.
I think that was where, like I said, sometimes the luck comes in. It's usually life luck. Like I'm about to get hit by a bus. I somehow just managed not to. Before I'm about to get electrocuted, that kind of thing. Yeah. I think for whatever reason, if I didn't get the Xbox Series S for you and the PlayStation 5 for me, I would have died probably somehow. So therefore, fate had to make sure these two things happened.
Here's how it'd be. You'd be sitting in your big yellow truck in the Best Buy parking lot with your Glock on your hip going, somebody's got one of those PS5s, and out would come Military Johnny, and you'd be like, hey man, and you'd go, and you'd already be dead. He'd just like,
and he'd have shot me.
Quick draw McGraw.
Quick to the draw, and I wasn't even going to get him. But it would have happened. And then, so therefore, they had to change fate and make sure I got one so I didn't have to go look desperately in a parking lot to ask somebody if I could buy theirs. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's it. That's probably it. That's exactly what happened.
What's another one for you, Eric?
Oh, man, you took a cheap one, man. I don't know. What am I thankful for? It's so hard.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to say I'm thankful for a Series S because I'm in the next gen. I haven't had an Xbox for one whole generation. I skipped over the Xbox One era. And I don't know, it felt weird at first holding that Xbox controller because I'm so used to PlayStation controllers now. But it also does feel right. Like now that I'm used to it again, it feels almost, it's like that mid-ground between a PlayStation controller and the perfect control of the Dreamcast controller. Mm-hmm. There's something right about it. There's something right about the way it feels. And there's something, now that, again, I'm getting used to the Xbox menus again, there's something right about that too. Like it feels good to play Xbox again. Not that I'm, a fanboy either way or whatever. Yeah. But it just brings up those good memories of playing my 360 all the time back in the day. And I'm like, look, it's still here. I can still play a lot of 360 games, Xbox One games, all the previous gens.
100% backwards compatible.
You can pop right in there. I mean, via download for me because it's the Series S. Uh-huh. It feels right. It feels like I've missed out on, not like a whole generation, but it feels wrong to not have everything. All the consoles of the generation.
You feel like you put a nice puzzle piece that's been missing. Now you just clicked it right in. You went, oh, yeah.
That's exactly it.
That's been gone.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. See, I understand that feeling, man. And I'll say, keeping the games here, thankful for all the great games this year. Like, I have played a lot of really good games. All right? This year has been just to the brim. Catherine Full Body Edition, Persona 5 Royal, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, The Last of Us 2, God, what else was there? Billion, 13 Sentinels, Age of Shrim. The list goes on and on and on and on. I've played a ton of them. I mean, so many I've played and or watched or whatever, it's hard to even keep them straight in my head. And I have trouble even remembering. There's some of them that seemed like it was like last year. Mm-hmm. But, but it was this year. All these games. Like, I feel like I played Catherine Full Body like a year and a half ago almost. Mm-hmm. But I did it this year. It was this year I played that game. Beat it all through again. Had a great time with it. And, as you sit down and you think about it, you're like, man, I played a lot of really good games. We got Borderlands 3. Oh, God bless. Just a ton of them. There's just too many. It's crazy. And then, of course, this year I even played some games, that they didn't come out this year, like Into the Breach and stuff. Was playing that for a while. Got really hard, and I just got scared. Mm-hmm. But, been in there tiptoeing around. World of Warcraft has its new stuff going. Been in there. I love it. I'm glad that even though you got the coronavirus going on, everything else happening, games are still coming. They're still making them. They're still popping them out for letting people have fun, have a good time. And just enjoy life, I'm
100% with you on that one. Just thankful for all the good games I've been playing this year, whether it's new games like Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, anything else we've been playing recently, to all the games that I've missed before. Like, I was going through my trophy list right now on my phone to double check and see what months I even played games. I played both of the Guacamelee games this year. Both of those were absolutely fantastic. I played, well, there's one that I won't say because it'll go on my Game of the Year list at the end of the year. I played through The Messenger and beat that this year. Death Stranding, I started it at the end of last year, and it feels like I just played it in 2019 and not at all here. But I have trophies in there all the way through March of this year. So I played that a ton at the beginning of the year, which feels like 14 years ago.
That does feel like forever ago.
So games that are brand new, games that carried over from last year into this one, games that I totally missed before. Rogue Legacy, obviously got into that super heavy the last few months after having owned it for probably at least a year, having a few runs of going, maybe this isn't for me. Now I play it, and now it's 100% for me. Spelunky 2, got that kind of on a whim because I hated the first one. Then I started to love that. So all these games that I didn't expect to like or hadn't ever played or thought had just passed me by, they were here this year, and it felt good and fantastic.
I agree. And then, of course, Doom Eternal, as I sit here, they just slowly pop in, all these games, all these awesome and amazing titles, which, like you said, we'll talk more about our favorites when the time comes, when the time is proper. But there has been a bountiful supply of amazing games this year. So it's going to be a great talk and a great chat when it comes time to rank up our top games this year. I'm going to have fun with it. It's going to be sad, too, because obviously not all of them are going to make it, but that's the nature of the beast, It's the nature of the beast.
It's really bad. I was scrolling through that list, and pretty much all of those can't make it, even in the top 5. Even though we've expanded it to 5 freaking games, most of those aren't going to make it. Some might, some will. But a lot of these ones that I'm scrolling through and going, God, that was the greatest 2 weeks playing through X or playing through Y. I can't believe it. It can't even be my game of the year because there's so many other good ones. Jesus.
It is a sad day, but a great year for us in that respect. And also, of course, lastly for myself, I'm thankful for, of course, all the Yahoos who listen to the show. Thankful for the fact that the show is still going, We're still here. We're still making the dang thing against all odds. Bam. We're doing it. People listening, having a good time. And if they aren't, we don't know. We're just talking into the ether. It doesn't matter to us. We're having a great time.
I am 100% grateful for anybody out there who listens to the show, anybody who downloads it. Even if you don't interact with us, I'm 100% thankful for you. Obviously, I'm thankful for the patrons over at patreon.com/ThirdShiftMe who definitely allow us to just keep doing this indefinitely if we want to. And I'm thankful that, like you said, the show is still fun enough that even if nobody was listening to us, and even if nobody responded to us or interacted with us at all, the fact that it's still fun to get on the Discord and do a show with you and talk about video games and what was going on and what we think about XYZ. I'm glad that Third Shift is still a thing and it didn't ever go away and that it's still fun to do it every single week.
I agree wholeheartedly, because that's the big kicker. First off, like you said, those patrons, they definitely make it possible, because if we were paying out of pocket, it becomes a huge pain in the butt, a lot more stressful. The fact that we've got folks helping us out and supporting us, keeping us going in that regard, makes it a million times easier to stick to it and keep on doing the show. And secondly, as you said as well, hey, it's fun to do. And that's what's the most important, because if it ain't fun to do, you're going to find a reason to quit doing it. And the fact that we're still here rocking it out means there's something still good in there, something still having a good time, having a great time. So therefore, bam, we keep on doing it, and I will probably do it until we're dead. Probably, maybe
So about 2.5 more years.
Yeah, exactly. I've always told you it's going to be a short life.
So I think that pretty much wraps it up for me. I'm thankful for Third Shift and the listeners. I said it all already. I'm thankful for games. I'm thankful for the people. I'm thankful for the show. I'm thankful for my buddy Eric and my family and my little internet indie community. And I'm just not thankful that I can't go see a goddamn movie, though.
I know.
I'd love to go see a movie.
God, I want to see a movie so bad, dude. Sheesh. Sucks. In a whole other year, they're talking to no movies. We'll have to figure something out, when they finally decide that they got to release movies and they do it like on the, the primes and the stuff like that. We'll have to get, big old screen, get the movie popcorn and, really just do a simulation movie.
Get with Howard, find out what projector he uses. And it's like, when the weather's good, movie night in Eric's garage. sit, little camp chairs around, and then boom, movie time.
Big old screen up. Yeah, and I got the popcorn maker, so boom, I'll blast them a bunch of popcorn. We'll do it up. I'll get the sound bar out, so we got the big loud bangs and booms and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Be all right. We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. But until then, as Matt said, we're thankful for all the things, all the wonderful stuff. And we hope you are too, and if you want to tell us what you're thankful for, of course, hey, you should do that. We would just be thrilled to hear it.
Absolutely. So send any of that to us via the email, thirdshiftme@gmail.com, on the Twitter machine @ThirdShiftME, and find us on Facebook under Third Shift. I actually went on Facebook and I was like, is Third Shift even still here? Yep, it's there. We got show announcements. We got people liking all the posts. Man, it feels good.
I told you, it's still alive. It ain't dead yet. There's a little group of us sitting over there post a show. Oh, goodness. But with that being said, you can also head over to the Patreon, where we treat it like a little tip jar. You're feeling generous, in the mood for the thanks and the givens and all that. Hey, consider throwing $1, $2, $3, $4, $1,000, $1,000,000, any of those kind of bucks. Super appreciated. We very much utilize it for the show to keep upgrading, keep doing cool things, and keep the lights on. But you know what? Hey, in this time, maybe you need that extra buck for a turkey. Or you know what? A sock or a shoe or whatever it is you need to keep yourself happy and thankful for being alive. You go do what you need to do to be happy and thankful. You can support us in so many other ways, like, hey, going on to Facebook and talking and interacting, throwing up stories, questions, etc. You can go over to the Twitter, do the same exact thing over there and throw likes on our posts and all that. Or to Twitch, follow us over there, subscribe with your Amazon Prime or something if you got it. All those things can help us help you. And we do appreciate that.
Absolutely, we do. And of course, we appreciate you listening to this podcast, listening to the very next episode, especially because that'll drop on the 3rd of December. Looking at the calendar right now, there's another thing I'm going to be very thankful for on the 1st of December, but I'll talk about that in my weekly roundup on the next episode, which you can listen to on iTunes, on Stitcher, on Podbean, on Spotify, and on YouTube. And as I always say, if you like what we're doing and you'd like to help us out, please give us a like, a rating, a review, a comment, a subscription, and get a good thing on any one of those good services. Because it does help us out. And we really do appreciate it.
Indeed, we do appreciate it. And we appreciate that 5-star review on the iTunes. We haven't forgotten. We have not forgotten. It is still there. And we need you to get over there. Give us that Turkey Day gift. Wait, Eric, do you give Turkey Day gifts? I don't care. Go over there and give us that Turkey Day gift. That's right. You can go on iTunes and give a 5-star rating, and that's just as good as eating a big old gobbly goobly turkey on the Turkey Day with all the taters and fixings. I'm telling you what, we'd appreciate it.
Absolutely. And with that, there's nothing else to say but...
Shut up and sit down.